Namaste, everybody, and welcome to a flow yoga class. I am Aphinya. I just want to say, Lauren, if you're here, I am sorry that my message about not teaching class last week didn't, go to you sooner. But we already passed that. So I hope if you're here, you're gonna get to enjoy it. I miss you. I miss teaching, but I was in a duty. I was dedicating to do potty training with Thea. Man, and let me tell you, I went through like 2 weeks of, uh, you know, up and down. And I have come to realize that in the winter, by observing the cycle each year, right around in January and February, that is when physically I am kind of struggle the most to stay happy, to have a good night's sleep. And I try everything to get my good night's sleep first, and it has been like struggle. But going back to almost like the title that I said it in this video, that healthy mind and body, it take persistent approach, it take persistent journey, and this is it. It's not like when we get it today and it will be here forever. It's gonna be tomorrow. We don't know what's going on, and we don't know what is ahead, but you can be sure that it's gonna go up and down because there are a lot of things that's come into our existence and then challenging us. But as I promised myself that I will do whatever it takes to remain happy, to remain calm and at peace the best I can, because I know that at the end of the day, my health, my body and spirit is the most important thing for me to have like a good life with myself and others. So I will do whatever it takes, and that what I am doing. And one of them, even like forgive myself for not showing up the way I wanted to be, because there are so many days that I was grumpy, I was overwhelming, and I was upset. You are a mother, you know that. You feel like the days were long and your tempos were short. And when you show up like that, and you are able to like step back and like, oh my God, it happened. I like forgive myself, and then okay, I will do my best again. And that is the cycle of coming back to our health again and again and again and again. And I understand sometimes you feel like, is that going to be done? Am I going to be like healthy, happy, and at peace 24/7? I can be assured to you that that is not going to be the case. But the case is you are going to get back to your healthy mind, your healthy body sooner than later. And you will maintain that longer. And that is the best that you are doing to yourself. Having said that, enjoy the class however you would like it to do some, do all. If you would like to, donate to supporting my channel, the link is below. You can send me good vibe. You can share this video. You can tell people to join this channel. Any of those kindest action, they're valuable, and I truly value them with all my heart. So, close your eyes, please. You center in and stay grounded and find calmness within your own inner space. I truly, love this space so much because I know I am doing the right thing and a good thing to my healthy mind and body right now. So thank you for this class. Thank you for all of you who are also dedicated to take care of yourself. So it's kind of opened up the space for me to come back and also take good care of myself. Thank you. We come to our journey again, the journey to feel full, to feel real, to love, to forgive. To know that our feelings are matter, good or bad. To know that we have the power to learn how to be skillful to take care of them when we do it every day. To know that the strength and the ability to come back to peace, to love, to forgiveness can happen sooner than later when we do them regularly. And as human beings, we fall all the time. So that gives us a space to forgive ourselves and not put ourselves in such a high expectation. Know that we can break, we can feel overwhelmed, we can get upset and angry. Sometimes we are like anybody else. So remember to be kinder to yourself, because that is the journey of health. And within this moment that we do our best to yoke our breath to our body, to our soul, then we gather our hands together and place it right to our third eyes. And may we chant Om 3 times together, please. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And another deep inhale, please. You bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. If you would like to follow my lead for the warm-up, please come onto your feet. Otherwise, honor your body and do what feels right now, okay? So once again, we're gonna go from the top down, and you can go back up if it feels like it's the right thing to do as well. Make sure you keep your feet parallel toward one another. I'm actually rolling my shoulder first because my upper back are just like gripping really strongly right now. We move our big joints because the muscles around them also we get to, we kind of need those muscles like bread. And then I'm gonna go to the opposite direction. Yeah, I start to move my neck too. Check your palms, your forearms. You can swing your hands front, back, side to side. Oh yeah, my back muscles are really, really, really stiff. Right here. The right side shoulder. Working my neck. When you're stiffer, you move like slower and make your range of motion big. When you become looser, you can move faster. Does that make sense? It just feels, that sense is feel right into the body itself. And my neck, when I tilted my head down, it just really, really need that slow movement. It's really, really tight. Don't forget you can add the side stretch. Don't push your hip forward when you're doing it. Oh yeah. You can get into goddess pose, get into the hip. Still add the rolling of the shoulder, the neck, the body. Actually, you can stand up and do it like this as well. Yeah, the back muscles. The reason that I take myself lower and lower toward the floor because I looking for dangling my spine downward and let my head actually go toward the floor so I can release the muscle around my neck better. So if you want to join me, we're gonna go there. So you have your leg in Prasarita Tanasana. Oh yeah. Long spine from the lower back down to the neck. We feel like it's gonna be a long warming up. Remember, while you're here, you can do Skandasana. You can do also like the action, like when we do in child's pose, that we push the floor sideways and stretch the opposite sides of the body. You can do the twisting. Just try to find that muscle that is really stiff and work on them gradually. One of the reasons that my day is so tough is that I have, my daughter is the type of person that rebel everything I ask her to do. I tell her to do this thing, and she will tell me she will do 10 other things that has nothing to do with what I asked her to do. So, like, what? So I'm getting to the skandasana. Oh yeah, and I'm trying to elongate my spine, get into my neck at the same time. Oh my God. Pull my head with the weight of my hand. Now give yourself 2-3 more breaths, okay? For any one of you who do something else that is not like being on your feet. So I'm gonna take you a pose that we can start to do the practice together. Okay, from here, if you can come toward the front of your mat and diagonal your right foot to the right and land on the little toe side edge of the foot and open your right knee to the side with the option of your back leg. And we use the breath to stretch that lateral side of the legs and the hip. And no matter how big your body move with the breath, that will be yours to really learn to understand your muscles and give what it needs. And you stay with your breath, big, powerful breath, calm, still. No tension at your neck, in your jaw, stay nice and soft. Long spine. One more breath from me. Then we're going to shift from here to lunge stretch. So carefully come away from that safely. Give yourself a lot of room and then go backward. And stretch your right leg and stretch the hamstring here. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Come back to your breath. Again and again, and be right here in the present moment. Inhale, move up and away from your right leg. We're going to keep going forward, so you land your right foot to the floor. You're going to get your left leg off from the ground. And I'm actually my hip feel a little better when I get actually my left knee to my left armpit, as you can see. So I'm kind of pee like a dog here, because the hip feel broadened for some reason, and then I can shoot it up to the sky. Still stay more toward the left side of my body, and then square the hip and cross the left leg behind the right leg and bow down. I was experiments that, standing split. I found that sometimes when I just shoot it up straight right away and opening the hip doesn't feel as happy as when I do that action first. So I'm sharing it with you. Inhale, move up and away from the legs, bend the knee. We are going to step the left leg back and we twist to the right with either the left knee on the floor or not. Okay? Adjust your foundation as you need. Yep. Make sure you're all supported. One more breath. And then you untwist just a little bit in order to move and get your right leg back. Bottom is one straight line. Turn your body open. Circle your right shoulder 3 times. And change the direction. Couple more breaths here. When you allow your back to move, you're going to feel that elongation is happening much greater. And facing the floor, and we thread the needle, right hand under the left. Now I'm going to move my leg to the left as well. I'm going to go deep here and turn my body open. Oh my God. If you choose to do this, be really careful with your neck, okay? You have to elongate your neck still. Like when you do bridge, you don't want to tuck the shin toward your chest. And you just have to find that spot. Oh yeah. I know my back really, really need help, so I'm going deep. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. One more breath. And carefully, you unthread. Take child's pose, and we're going to move from cow, cat to child pose with breath. Inhale, cat. Go forward to cow pose. And move back to child's pose. Don't forget to do cat in between, please. Remember, your foundations are really crucial. Spread your fingers and make sure your wrists are parallel to the front edge of your mat. The width of your palms is the health of your shoulders. If you tighter, broaden your arms wider, you may feel more relief or more supported. So that's something you can play around and listen to your body. Give me 2 more, please. And inhale, come onto your hands and knees, and let's do big spinal wave here. Three more. Change direction, please. And then you do 3 more times. Keep breathing. And go to downward facing dog. You allow the pose to help you to choose what you can use it to stretch the muscle that need it most. You may be able to hit more than one muscle. Okay. And 3 more breaths here. I actually have to go down to dolphin pose instead. Oh yeah, I get so much more out from my butt. And we go left leg forward. Let's do the second side. Okay. So turn to the lateral sides of the foot. And work with the breath. This side feels so loose already compared with the first one. It's amazingly. For my body anyway. I have to keep saying that. You know, our bodies are not the same. One more breath. Really spread that left toes to engage the muscles. And inhale, you move away from the stretch. Get away from the bones and the body part. So you can straight your left leg and do runner stretch here. Okay. One more breath. And once again, go forward. Before you go into standing split, get your right knee to your right armpit and really square the hip there. And then you shoot your right leg up. Still stay on the right side of the body. And then square the hip. Crosses behind the left leg. And bow down. And you can be in this cross-legged Uttanasana, however your body allows you to do. I can take my hand off from the floor now because I can feel that, and I use my hand to really elongate my back muscles because it needed badly. You can go side to side. One more breath. Inhale, elongate the spines away from the legs. Bend the knee, right leg back. We twist to the left here. Really get the spine nice and long. Make sure your shoulders are really moved back. Able to do that, right? Arms are yours. Last breath. And then you untwist just a little bit in order to be able to move and get your body open to the left. And elongate the left side's body nice and long. And circle your left shoulders 3 times each direction. And then length. Exhale, facing toward the ground and thread the needle, left hands under. Oh wow, my back muscles crack. Oh yeah. Couple more breaths here. And carefully take yourself to your hands and knees, and we go into downward facing dog. Anytime when you're ready to move, let's do inhale plank pose and exhale dog pose. And see where your wrists are. Remember that when you take plank, you don't need to do full plank right away. Just be respectful with your wrist and just gradually you kind of add the flexion and listen to the muscles. Give me 2 more times. Take child's pose, please. Inhales, come up onto your hands and knees. Let's kick the right leg back and the left hand forward and off the floor. Inhale, opening to the side. Exhale, back center. Inhale, beneath the belly. Exhale, extend. 2 more. Remember that your right leg, you can choose to keep it straight if you like and you are strong enough for that, okay? Exhale, bring it down, turn your body open to the right arms overhead. Another breath. And then facing the floor, step your right leg forward. We go into body come upright, bend your left knee, hold the foot with the hand. Left shoulders open, square the hip, root your tailbone down. Heart extend up, we stretch the hip flexor here. That's one thing, and also elongate the spine. Work the back muscles. Oh my God. A couple more breaths. Then you let go of your left foot. We're going to do Skandasana carefully. Move to the left, so you get your left knee off on the floor. Move your weight into your left leg, straight your right leg, heels down, toes up. You don't need to go so low, you can just stay right here. I just want to move away from the right hips a little bit, and then we go back to the right foot, and you go into humble warrior or lizard pose, or a combination of both of them. Yeah. Carefully step your left foot forward, Uttanasana. Have your shins in, put your thighs apart, and move your spine with breath. Next exhalation, take downward facing dog. 5 more breaths, inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take plank next time, whatever variation that works for you, and we lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. I keep my knee on the floor because my wrist still needs some help, so less challenge. And then your back bend is right here. 4, 5 breaths. Really get the shoulder blades onto your back. Because the more you can open in your heart, the more it's actually going to help your wrist as well. Okay. Check with your lower back. Next time when you go down to the floor, why don't we extend the left hands out to the left and really turn your body open to the right. I really want to go deep into the pec major muscles. Because next time when you do back bend again, it should help out a little bit more. One more breath. Other side, please. One more breath here. And roll onto your belly and your chest. Okay. When you're ready, you come up onto your hands and knees. And we go to the other side. Left leg and the right arms off on the floor. Inhale. Open to the side first. Back center. Beneath the belly. Inhale. Exhale, extend. 2 more each direction. Make sure when you use a lot of energy and use a lot of strength, breathe and relax your jaw and your face. Right arms down, left legs down. Next exhalation, we turn toward the floor, step the left leg forward. Right knee is on the ground, body come upright. We hold the right foot with the right hand. We keep the shoulder blades back, heart open. Remember to really draw your ribs in here. That is going to counterbalance the banana back because the hip flexor muscles are pulling your rib forward. It's not the pulling the rib, it's pulling the lower back muscle forward. And by moving back and go upward, we stretch the muscles. I know this one is really intense. And I asked from you really early. If this doesn't work, low lunge can be a good option, everybody. Or you can do this standing or even on your belly. Give me one more breath. When you let go of your right foot, land the foot down, get your right knees off on the floor, move from your left leg to your right leg and go into Skandasana, right? Straight your left leg, you can come high, you can stay low, and then from here, hip broaden, and then you go forward, crawl like a spider, and you go into lizard pose or humble warrior with the back leg option. One more breath. Right foot forward, Uttanasana. Shins and thighs apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your floor is right here. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pick your back bend here. Give me 2 more breaths. And you take downward facing dog or child's pose, please. One more breath here. And we're going to go forward to Uttanasana. Pick your options mindfully. Inhale, elongate the spines away from the leg. Hug your shins in, push your thighs apart. Exhale, we bow down, elongate the spine, ground strong to your feet, arms out and up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down by the side. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Hug your right knee toward your chest. Hips stay back. Relax your jaw. Warrior 2. Get your right leg back behind you. Open your legs as wide as you need. One more breath. Extend side angle pose. One more breath. When you exhale, you turn your body toward the floor, okay, but stay kind of halfway like that, and then pivot your left foot in. Make your legs into Prasarita Tanasana and pull yourself down in between the legs, okay? We're not going to be here long, a couple more breaths. And then you turn back toward the front of the mat. We're twisting, bend your left knee. Twist to the left. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Kick your left leg back and up. Let's opening the hips here. Be careful. See right here, if I kind of bend that left knee a little bit, I can internal rotate the thighs. It feels really good with the hip here. And then go back to straight leg. And then bend the knee and kick it to the right. And then extend the left leg straight. The floor is here. Square the hip, come forward to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Yeah, my wrist feel finally friendlier. Pick your back bend here. And take downward facing dog or child's pose, please. Breathe. Stay really connected to your body, to your breath. Don't stay stuck in your thinking. Bend your knee. Carefully take yourself forward to Uttanasana. You have options. Take yourself there safely and mindfully. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow. Hug your chins in, push your thighs apart, and then come up standing, arms open out and up. Okay, take your time. And exhale, hands come down by the side while you shift your weight onto your right leg. Get your left knee to your chest, move your ribs in. Move your hips back. Carefully, warrior two. Let the body move with your breathing. Pause it with it. Dance with breath. One more. Extend side angle pose. Exhale, we turn the chest toward the floor. We're going to move from that front foot to the back foot again. Pivot your right foot in. Get your body into the center between both legs. Let's do goddess pose, heels in, toes out. One more breath. And then we go back down to the floor into Prasarita Tanasana. Turn toward the front of the mat. We twist to the right. And twist, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, kick it to the left. Remember to move your chest back toward your feet and work your shoulder blades wisely. Extend your right leg straight. Square the hip. Come forward to plank. Inhale. Your flow is here and your rest is also here as well. So you pick what works for your body most. If you take child's pose, please meet us in downward facing dog and have your weight onto your right foot and lift your left leg off from the floor. Keep your hips square toward the ground. Shift your weight onto your left hand. Get your right hand off from the floor. Find stability first. If you have it, push your weight back strongly with that left hand. And you try to get your right hand to your right ankle and pull yourself more toward that without dropping your armpit to the floor. Your left armpit. Carefully, we step the left foot forward. Warrior three. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. One more breath from me, please. Uttanasana, triangle. Carefully, you bend your left knee. We're going to go forward to Uttanasana. Okay, then step your right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, chair pose. Get your toes off from the floor, spread them wide apart. Your legs can be hip distance. They can be together. They can be anything in between. Just make sure your knees are over your ankle. And your arms are yours. Make sure you use them, however, to keep your heart open. Next breath, inhale, stand nice and tall. You can arch your back slightly if you like, and then Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Your flow or rest is here, everybody. Pick your choice. I'm going to do Dhanurasana. Yeah. I know Dhanurasana is a very strong pose, but when you really can get into it, you can control the strength, protect your hip and lower back. I feel like much better when you don't overdo it. Down dog or child's pose, please. Check in with yourself. Just try not to get lost, into the work. And then if you in child's pose, come up to downward facing dog and let's balance on the left foot. Get your right leg out from the floor. Square the hip. Have your weight onto your right hand. Get your left hand off from the floor. Build stability first. Or add the challenge by pull yourself toward your left leg without dropping your right armpit toward the ground. Then we step the right leg forward to warrior 3 of your choice. I'm going to do the easier version here. Breathe. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. One more breath. Trikonasana, triangle. We are going to step forward to Uttanasana. Left leg go, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Malasana, exhale. Keep your heels on the floor. Sit down. Spine nice and long. Open your leg as wide as you need. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine. From here, we go to Malasana, so you're going to sit down safely until you can find your hip. And you build both poses. Try to keep your fingers and your toes soft. It's not like gripping. Okay. Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. Get away from that. Extend your legs in front of you. Have your sitting bones on the ground. Paschimottanasana. Spine nice and long. If you forget to connect to the rhythm of your breath, check in and go there again. Inhale, move up and away from the floor. We keep the right leg straight. We cross the left leg over. Marichyasana, we twist to the left. Carefully, you untwist. Get your left leg out. Let's do Parivritta Chanusheshasana, left arms overhead. Once again, work with the breath. I keep my hand in the back of my head because this is more intense, and I really want to get, the best out from the stretch. And you have to make sure your body can handle that, whatever version you pick, and move away from that. Go to the left. Get your left hand down. Come off from the floor. Right arms overhead. And we move off from the floor. Left arms overhead this time. I'm going to hold and stretch. Keep stay back. And you move up and away from the floor. You're facing your right foot, so go forward. And standing split with me, and you go weight onto your right foot. Kick your left leg up toward the sky. Pyramid pose. Left leg back behind you. Square the hip. Bow down. Inhale, move up and away from the right leg. Step your left leg back further. Parivritta Konasana. This time we do hands in prayer. We are twisting to the right. Couple more breaths. Next exhale, you untwist, plant your left hand to the floor, Vasisthasana, side plank. One more breath. Exhale, you facing the floor. Have your right hand to the floor. Turn your body open to the left. Shoot your right leg out to the left. Left arms up to the sky. Push your weight back toward your right foot. No, to your left foot the best you can. Don't hyperextend in the bottom elbow. Try your best. I think this one they call falling angel. And then carefully drag your right foot in, pitching. Get your right leg off on the floor. Land it. Breathe. Within your strength, you find softness. Now within your weakness, you find strength. The strength to accept what is. The strength to not judge but love yourself as it is. And know that who you are emotionally, it changes regularly. One more breath. When you move up and away from the floor, we are going to stay seated. Sit onto your right seat. Swing the legs in front of you. And from here, let's do Paschimottanasana, please. I don't get to use prop at all. That doesn't mean you should not use it if your body needed do so. Okay. I'm honoring my body, so I give what it needs. Inhale, move up and away from the stretch. Cross your right leg over left. Marishasana 3. Twist to the right. Once again, your belly doesn't go with your chest. It resists the twisting. Okay. It resists enough to keep your hip facing forward. Never forget your neck is a part of your twisting. One more breath. Inhale, untwist. Get your right leg out. We do Prasarita Tanasana, right arms overhead. You can hold the back of the head. Your left hand, you have so many options that you can do whatever with your left hand. As long as you honor the twist, keep your line in place. You feel safe and strong and stretch, you're good. Now this side is really tight. Move up and away, go all the way to the back, come off from the floor. Left arms overhead, turn your heart open slightly. And then push the floor away from you. Get your right hand up, stretch right side body. Move up and away, facing forward. Your left leg is there. Make sure you turn toward the front safely, and we go standing split. Land your right leg back behind you in pyramid pose, please. Inhale, move up and away from the stretch. Bend your left knee, step your right leg back further. Prasarita Tanasana. Remember that the back leg is your options. Yeah. I know you want to challenge your body and get the best out from it, but you have to not walk away from respect your body. Okay? We are not violating the practice. Your challenge should not violate your body. Yeah. Untwist, side plank on your right. You can come down to your forearms, of course. This is my challenging side. Whatever, your left hand and left foot is in the air, they float, so they can do anything you want them to do. And then when you flip again toward the floor, land your left hand down, shoot your left leg to the right, and opening your body up toward the sky. Push your weight back toward your right foot. And then you drag your left foot in. You can bend the knee. You can even hold the foot there and land it into pigeon pose. Inhale, move carefully away from the stretch. Take a seat onto your left seat. Get your legs in front of you. And we're going to go from here to reverse table. Carefully come back down. And Upavista Konasana, open your legs wide apart and stretch. Oh, wow, that's really tight. Inhale, move up and away from the floor. Now, from my calculation, I believe that I stretch your body enough for you to get into headstand, shoulder stand, Bakasana, Ekapada Kaunyasana, two. Whatever left else, maybe you can do Ekapada Galavasana here. The back bend itself, I feel like it didn't stretch your hip flexor often enough, personally, for you to get into the back bend, but it doesn't mean if you have a looser hip flexor and you have enough heart opening, the back bend may probably be available to you. I just want to open this up. I'm gonna do shoulder stand, and I use block. Block to me is actually act like a wall. If you connect to the core, you will feel it like it's really help you to fight that. So I'm gonna keep this space open. You can even do the little Bakasana. You remember, you come down to your floor and you do it like this. Yeah. So here we go. And you can do so many more things or in this space. And if you can get yourselves closer to Shavasana already. You can do shoulder stand, and on top of that, we actually still have time. I'm going to do Ekapada Virasana on my back. There. If you want to do it, please join me. Actually, if I add this in, we actually have probably time to do wheel, if that's possible. If that's possible. My English is start to feel all over the places because my body is become weaker. You can do the stretch in these muscles on your belly as well. If it feels safer for you, and if you want to do, keep continuing doing your practice, you can do it like that. If you want to make this stretch more, feel more like you can, like it's time to move further, you can use a strap, hold the back of the thighs and kick the legs up. That is one option, you can do it. And bring this leg closer to you. Or you can grab a block, and sit your sacrum on it while that leg is bent, and really allow your back to arch at first. Yeah. so you can be on the block and it feels intense already. And then when you want to stretch your hip flexor any further, now you have to softening your belly and your ribs toward the block. Yeah. If it's too much, don't do it. If you choose to do Shavasana already, you can tune me out and just, do your Shavasana. And I see you next week, everybody. Any one of you want to go, along with me, we're gonna do this. And I think I'm gonna do wheel. Yeah. Opening the chest itself doesn't cut the back bend, hip flexor. Flexibility, it has to be a part of it. Also the strength of your lower back as well. You do one more breath. When you come out from that, just lift the hip, right? Get the legs out, and allow yourself to stay into easy lying down twist. Drop the knees. I'm dropping the knee to the right when I stretch the hip flexor on my left. So we neutralize the spines here. And other sides, please. Remember, just do your level. You can just do one leg here without block. Even just bend your left knee. Now stretching the hip flexor on the right. Bend the other legs. This is intense already. Or you can just use the strap, pull, the opposite legs in. Yeah. When you ask for more, your core has to really participate in it, because the compression in the lower back will become greater. So you have to use the core to lengthen the lower back as best as it can. That takes practice and get to know your body. I have one lovely student that she told me she has not come to the studio when it's open for so many reasons, and one of them, she believed that she, do back bend to the point that her lower backs hurt. And I bet that because the core has been left out, to engage it and try to, do the opposite thing with you ask from the back bend. It takes practice again. It takes intuition, and it takes time and get to know your body, and you don't ask so fast, so soon from your body. Yeah, this is like my right side is tight from my hip all the way up to my neck. It's really incredible. And move away from that and do easy twist. Move the leg to the left and breathe. I'm gonna level my hips here. Okay. I'm gonna get into wheel. You can get into bridge. If wheel doesn't work, I will probably do the same thing. And same like when you do, plank pose, dog pose, plank pose, dog pose. If you can get into the wheel somewhat, not fully, that is also, it's kind of, when you go into from less wheel into full wheel, you slowly stretch those muscles and arc from them. But of course, you have to be able to go into wheel somewhat already. Yeah, my wrist is like, be careful about me. Here we go. Yeah. And I stay more on my feet than my wrist as well. This is like an easier wheel, I have to say, when you start to move more forward toward the wrist. It's more on your back, more on your shoulder, and also more on your wrist itself, and you have to go there gradually. You know when to stop and when to come down. I'm gonna stop right here, everybody. I can just take Shavasana from wheel by, have your feet apart, knee together, and just stay there. Let go. And back into the body, back into the breath. Soften your jaw, your cheek, your neck, your shoulder. The times that you can give it to yourself is essential. When you can't give it to yourself, do it fully. Do it respectfully. Take your times with your Shavasana. I see you next week, everybody. Namaste.